Did you know that gardening is being linked to brain health in some exciting new ways? I came across a report the other day that surprised me, and I wanted to share it with you because of what it could mean to those of us who love gardening. A report that was published this month, April 2026, that blew my mind away. Some of it I kind of already knew, but the part about the country of Norway, unbelievable. I want to share with you something that links the direct connection between gardening and what's happening in your brain. And with the new research, doctors are starting to take notice. So, just a couple weeks ago, the Boston Globe published a study of 137,000 people, all of them 45 and older. And what they found was that people who gardened regularly had significantly fewer memory problems, less cognitive decline, and researchers weren't surprised because when you look at what gardening actually involves, it touches almost every factor that brain health research has confirmed really matters. I mean, that's so powerful. Physical movement, stress reduction, problem solving, and something that isn't talked about nearly enough, the mental engagement, the visualizing, the planning what we're going to plant, the design effort, the calculating, the pricing, all of it, all of it. So here are the three reasons that were cited. Number one, physically moving your body. We're bending, we're stretching, we're lifting weights, we're using resistance, we're pushing ourselves, but we're relaxing too. We're meditating. And your brain is benefiting from all of it. Number two was the stress connection. The cortisol levels go significantly down for people who are actively gardening. Not because it's easy, but because it gives your mind something else to focus on. Like I said, when I'm weeding, I almost feel like it's a state of meditation. Most of us probably feel that way, but now we know there's science behind it. So here's the part about the country of Norway that blew me away, and I'm going to refer to my note so that I tell you exactly right. The country of Norway has added gardening to its national dementia care plan. They are sending people with early memory problems to what they call care farms to garden. Instead of sitting in a facility, they're going to a place and they're gardening as therapy. That's not just a lifestyle trend. That is a medical decision that doctors are making in Norway for people with early signs of dementia. I mean, it's incredible. And that tells you how seriously the science behind gardening is being taken. Number three, mental engagement. And here are just a few examples of how we experience that. Creativity, like figuring out ways to fill blank spots in your garden and what you're going to put there and will it thrive there. Drawing out your ideas. Powerful sensory moments like smelling mint or roses. Even the feel of my favorite pruners in my hand. Spatial awareness, like how much fun I'm having when I'm arranging and rearranging the plants on my display table. I think from the minute we walk out into our garden until the time we put down our tools and go back inside, I think we are 100% mentally engaged. None of us are doctors, and the researchers are very careful to say that gardening does not cure dementia and it doesn't prevent it. But what they are saying is that it is consistently and strongly associated with people over 60 who are mentally sharp. And I think the reason that matters for me and for you who are watching this is because we're not gardening so that we'll stay mentally sharp. We're gardening because we love it. The fact that it's doing something so powerful for us is just icing on the cake. So if you know someone who could use this information, a friend, a fellow gardener, someone in your family, this is the video to share with them. If this video was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe. I put out a new gardening video every week, and I'd love to have you part of my community. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. That's enough. That's enough.
I said, that's enough.